Level 1, the corner boy, you're 19, 4 years deep after starting at 15 to help your mom pay rent and buy your little sister's school supplies, standing on Franklin and 8th moving dime. Bags for $800 a week under Vic, the gold-toothed handler who collects every Friday and once took you behind a liquor store and broke your pinky with a brick when you were 200 short, warning you to count better. And from then on, you never came up short again. When you casually joke to your cousin about college, Vic somehow asks about your applications 2 days later, and you realize someone always hears, so even thinking about leaving feels dangerous. Level 2, the runner. You get promoted to driving a beat-up Honda Civic with a hidden compartment, moving weight between neighborhoods for $100 a week, buying your mom a fridge she doesn't question, while your best friend Danny from middle school, now in a different crew, starts asking too many questions at diner meetups, making you paranoid. You try to leave with $8,000 in a shoebox and a plan to head to Phoenix for construction work with your uncle. But at the Greyhound station you see Diego, an enforcer, silently watching. So you walk out, unpack your bag, and never mention Phoenix again. Level 3, the collector now trusted. You collect debts from bodegas and strip clubs, making $2,500 a week, moving your family to a better apartment while your mom believes you work IT, but paranoia consumes you, gun in your waistband even at dinner. Danny texts that he wants to meet alone and tells you he's flipping with the feds and wants you to join him in witness protection. But you hesitate. He leaves hurt. And days later, his car is found in the river with no body, and you stop sleeping. Level 4, the lieutenant. At 22, you run a district with 12 guys under you, clearing $6,000 a week, driving a used BMW, wearing a gold chain, yet living like a prisoner who needs permission to leave the city or date anyone. You ghost a girl from the gym because her brother's a cop. You pay for your mom's breast cancer treatment with blood money and she survives. You secretly build an escape fund and consult a lawyer about flipping. But when a low-level kid gets arrested and talks, you're summoned to a warehouse expecting death, only for the boss to hug you and call you family while you feel the gun under his jacket and understand you're never safe. Level 5, the marked man. You plan to disappear for real with $40,000 in a fake account and a federal meeting set in Delaware. But the night before, the boss calls you over, grills steaks, speaks warmly about grooming you for bigger things, squeezes your shoulder and warns he'd hate to lose you, making you fear for your family. You go home shaking, unpack your duffel bag, tear up the lawyer's card, flush it, and cry because you believe you're never leaving. Level 6, the breaking point. At 24, you're hollow, moving like a ghost through collections and enforcement, watching your sister graduate, with a full ride as she whispers she wishes you'd get out. Later, drunkenly sitting at the docks contemplating slipping into the water. But before you can act, the boss calls claiming he's watching. A black SUV waiting across the street, and you get in believing it's the end. Level 7, the reckoning instead of a warehouse. He drives near a police station, shows you photos proving he's known about your lawyer, bank account, even the Greyhound attempt years ago. Then hands you a gun and orders you to kill a detective or your sister will suffer. You approach the detective, fire into the pavement instead. Yell for him to run, sirens erupt, and you're tackled and cuffed, finally done resisting. Epilogue, the cage. At 26, you sit in federal protective custody after flipping and giving up every name. 37 arrests, the biggest bust in the city's history, labeled a rat but alive. Your mom visiting monthly, your sister writing from college. You facing 15 years, maybe 10 with good behavior, lying on your bunk counting 475 days, realizing the only way out was through cops, courts, and a cell. Free from them but never from what you became. The corner boy who finally left but paid for freedom with everything.